Hello everyone, myself Dr. Jude Leonard, Assistant Professor from PG and Research Department of Physics, St.Joseph College of Arts and Science, Cuddalore. Today we are going to discuss about the fiber optic communication, the basics of fiber optic communication, which is the innovative idea in the communication system. As we know that fiber optic communication is based on the light. In physics we call it as a photon. The communication transmits in the form of light using a ultra thin glass or a plastic fibers, and this sharing of data by this particular medium, fiber optics, is a innovative idea. Right now usual conventional copper cables are replaced by these kinds of fiber optic networking. The major breakthrough has happened in 1970s as scientists created a low loss optical cable for the replacement of copper wires, a conventional method in which it carries the information from one point to another point, and it is replaced by a fiber optic medium. And this innovation replaced usual method, which has several disadvantages, and these disadvantages of the transmission through copper wires is modified or replaced by the innovative fiber optic technique. Today we are using in multiple fields about by using this fiber optic technology. So let me discuss in detail. So what is the basic process in converting light as a signal? So the electrical signals are converted into light pulses using laser or LEDs at the transmitter end. The transmitter signals in form of laser pulses or LEDs, which is converted into signals, and it is merged with light, as we called as photon, and we all know it travels with the velocity of light. These light pulses travels through the fiber using a technique called total internal reflection. This is an important technique, that is a principle of fiber optic, is called total internal reflection. So what do you mean by total reflection is the signal or the light gets totally internally reflected within the medium itself. So there are certain conditions in which light cannot reflects or refracts, so it does get reflected inside the medium itself. It can't go away out of the medium, so it is confined within the fiber core. By using this principle, the light travels from one point to another point with less attenuation. It means with less dispersion, and major advantages that the attenuation is less or the dispersion is less. The output, what we have given as input, is fed as the output with less attenuation, less loss. As we say, signal recovery, the sensitive photodiodes are used to get back these light signals into the electrical signals for processing. So what is the basic structure is, it consists of three major classification. One is core, another one is cladding, and another one is coating. Core is the center part, the ultra thin glass. It is made up of ultra thin glass or plastic, which carries the light signals. It is the center part in the fiber optic cable, and the diameter ranges from 9 to 62.5, that is thinner than a human hair, microns. So the core is almost as is a diameter, lesser diameter, for better communication of light. So the next coverage area is called cladding. It surrounds the core with a lower refractive index material. So it has a purpose, so it can keep the signal or light signal with less attenuation. So it used to create the total reflection. As I said, there are certain conditions which can light gets reflected inside the core itself. And final one is protective coating. As we know that it may damage due to physical damage, moisture. If temperature rises, the attenuation may occur inside the core. So to protect all these things, we have a protective layer outside this fiber optic core. So the types of optical fibers, these two are the major classification. one is single mode fiber and the another one is multi-mode fiber. There are several other classification in terms of diameters, in terms of refractive indexes, and these two are the major one. As the name mentions, single mode fiber, it features an extremely thin core, transmits only one light mode. It is like a one-way traffic. When lights gets propagated from one end to another end, there is no chance or possibilities so from the another end. So it is ideal for a long distance communication with minimum signal dispersion. As we discussed, it has only a minimum signal dispersion or attenuation. It is used in submarine cables. As we know, now the whole world is changing. The signals can be transmitted through these kinds of optical fiber, and as the name mentions, again it is multi-mode fiber. It has the light travels in both the directions, so thicker core can allow the multiple light modes, multiple signal transfer from one point to another point. But another, it has its own disadvantage. It only preferred for a short distances like LANs, data centers and building to building connections. So it is cost effectiveness is extremely crucial for this particular type of optical fibers. So what are the key advantages? As we in the introduction part we discussed about that why copper cables are replaced by optical fibers. It has a significance. The first one is superior speed and bandwidth. It can travel through a wide range of bandwidth. It can achieve extremely fast communication network than the copper cable. It has its own limitations. Since the bandwidth is high, we can send multiple signals in a single optical fiber cable. And interference immunity, it means that there is no interference in that. In electromagnetic interference, we know that if it is the temperature rises, there may be a interference in radio frequencies due to climatic conditions, there may be. But over here in optical fiber, it means that there is less attenuation is happening inside it. So extended range, lower signal attenuation allows much longer distances transmitted without requiring a single repeaters amplifier. So extended range means doesn't require any kind of repeaters or amplifiers to enhance the signals. Since the attenuation is extremely low, we have no choice, or we didn't have any option to amplify these signals. And finally, we have energy efficiency. So it consumes 12 power less power than the copper alternatives. We know that there are losses, the heat losses in copper wire transmissions, and all these are disadvantages can be overcome by this particular fiber optical communication, and it is environmentally suitable. This is an important advantage of copper cables, conventional copper cables, than using the fiber optic. Finally, we have real world applications in India and beyond. We all know that 5G is going to implemented in the coming years, enabling this 5G deployment of communication systems both in urban and rural areas can be possible only by using these kinds of fiber applications. And in medical, we know that in the endoscopy technique, the light signals is used to as an endoscope to view the internal organs in our body. So it's an extremely precise diagnosis. In healthcare, we can come to know the exact problem. So it has a range of medical applications. And in industrial monitoring, we all know that it is for measuring temperature, sensors, pressure in various environmental applications. We are using this particular fiber optic. And defense communications, since it is a very long range communication and very less attenuation, and it is highly reliable, as well as the data security. We can't go for any other data security. It is widely used in defense communications too. So what are the emerging innovations and future trends? That is going to be an innovative technique called defense wavelength division multiplexing. Dramatically multiplies data capacity by transmitting multiple wavelengths. As the name indicates, it has multiple wavelengths simultaneously on a single fiber, And AI and IoT integration, since AI is a emerging field, the AI and smart networking system can be change the things with our wider applications. These kinds of AI and IoT integration can use for the next generation smart city infrastructure purposes. And finally, rapid expansion to fiber to home networks. Nowadays we are using the conventional cable by altering this fiber optic networking, both cable networking, television as well as internet. We are using these kinds of fiber optics for better quality and high speed connectivity. The light of speed future. Digital foundation, all these things have been changed. Using conventional method, everything is going in digital. India's transformation is in the another form. So adaptability is the goal, as we are focusing on the adaptability, the communication. It is very important for us to use these kinds of fiber optic networking. Thank you.